Good morning. How's everybody doing? My coffee tastes like magic this morning. So, happy Saturday. Oh, I'm so ready for this weekend. We've got the last Publish and Thrive Q&A, which I probably won't go to, but then tomorrow is the kickoff call for HB90, which I always go to because it's like that shot of, adrenaline. I just love it so much. So what are you all working on? I am going through my final read through of Vengeful Soul before I start getting it out to ARC readers. If you are interested in being an ARC reader, there is a link in the description for you to go fill out the form. I am still looking for ARC readers. I'm being a little bit picky. I like to have people who read queer paranormal to actually, get an advanced copy. So those will be going out soon. Pre-orders will be going up next week, y'all. Next week. I'm so excited. So I'm going to be working on getting the final read through done and HB90 this weekend. That's it. That's all I'm doing all weekend. Oh my God, excuse me. Coffee just came back for a second take. I love how you guys came in early and we're just like chatting away. Lacey and Soldat, good morning to you. And then Carla came in, and it's funny. This was when I saw that comment about the Mustangs, this was my first question. Are you talking about horses or cars? My brain went horses because I grew up with horses, and that's where my brain went. Also, being in Canada, we have herds of wild Mustangs that are protected here in this country. So that's where my brain went. And Carla is here. Taylor made it. Hello. And Jacqueline, good morning. Good morning. I am so excited to get going. We are a very small group here this morning, which is all good. Let's see. Like I said, if Chad doesn't scare at least one person during sprints, he doesn't feel like his day is complete. I've got 6 chapters to listen to. Okay, good. I am doing my manuscript is 33 chapters. So I did 11 yesterday. I'm going to do 11 today and 11 tomorrow. And then first of next week, I'm going to start formatting. So super excited. Jacqueline's got to go make some coffee. I approve, girl. I approve. I stopped going to Staples for my stickies because we have like 3 Staples within a 10-minute drive of me, and none of them carry the small super sticky. None of them. And I don't like to use the big ones for my individual tasks. I'll use the big ones for like if I have a task that I want to do something 6 times a week, I'll put it there, and then 6 little boxes that I check off. But other than that, I use the small ones. And frankly, Amazon's cheaper. Amazon's way cheaper than Staples is here. So, but you found a bunch on clearance. Nice. I hate having to trim them down. It's just not something I want to take the time for. I'm not going to use the L word because we don't believe in lazy around here. It's just something I choose not to take the time for. Good morning, Yolanda. There'll be longer than that. If it works, it works, right? Kay's brain went horses too. Good morning, Lysanda. How are you, sweetheart? Well, you're a car girly, right? You're a car girly, so. Oh, and you get the teacher discount. Well, there you go, right? I do not get the teacher discount. Definitely horses. Okay, this is cool. Definitely horses. I don't know much about cars either, but my father was very much into cars. He grew up around cars, and I used to love to go places with him because there's a chain of or there was a chain of restaurants here in the 80s and the early 90s. And every Wednesday night, they would have people come in with their classic cars, pop the hoods, and then people would just mill around and talk about their cars. And Dad and I used to go to that, occasionally. And I used to get such a kick out of watching them with the cars. Helena, good morning. At the beginning of chapter 6, but still catch up mode because I have been into chapter 18. Oh my goodness. Okay. You've got this. One step at a time, right? You can only do what's in front of you, and we are here for it. Okay. Yeah, I just knew it was you though, hon. You have car shows. We have like actual car shows where like they'll rent out the whole same place where we play hockey arena. But this was just like an informal, when they go there, all the car guys would go there Wednesday night for supper. And then when they were done, they'd come out and pop the hoods on their cars so anybody that was driving by could stop and they'd talk about their cars. And I loved it. Just stumbled on a car show last week. Oh, nice. I was in Rita's stream earlier. I was telling her about the time a guy on a Harley tried to pick me up at a stoplight when I had the roof down. Your husband was there. Love it. Elizabeth, good morning, hon. How are you? Dude, I'm right here. Oh, your dad renovated cars for a living. Oh, nice. My paternal grandfather owned a garage, so that's why Dad is very much into cars. For most of his life, he always he would buy a car and it was just like his baby. Like it didn't matter what kind. It could have been a station wagon, and it was still very well taken care of. Okay, we're gonna jump in because I could sit here and talk all day. But we have work to do. So let's get to work. I am going to grab Chad. Share screen. All right, let's grab Chad. 25 minutes. I'll see you when that's done. All right, my loves. How'd you guys do? I got 2 chapters read through. I'm glad I decided to do a final read through because I'm finding a couple of things, and a couple of things that I found that weren't for some reason were not obvious when I read it through. When I was going through PWA, there was a couple of times where like 2 paragraphs were run together into a single paragraph. I don't know. Maybe it was when I copy and pasted it back over. I don't know. But anyway, glad I'm doing a final read through. Lacey's working on some world building today. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. And I'm with you, Yolanda. Like the first half of the year seemed like it just dragged. And then this past quarter was like gone like that. I don't know. Actually starting to shop for Christmas. Me too. Me too. I am putting together I got one of the big Erin Condren boxes, and I'm going to fill it full of markers and crayons and craft stuff and all of that for little Ben for Christmas. So every time something goes on sale, I just grab it, throw it in the box. So, yeah. Good morning, Dharma. How are you? In my blanket 4 hours to the bed. So, recording the audiobook. You are rocking that out. I love that, darling. Right? How was that 25 minutes? I have no clue. I did a writing prompt for a course I'm taking, and now turning to edit. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Fingers crossed that I will wrap that up today. We are here for it. I need to rethink this 3rd act of the 2nd Dragon Shifter, and then figure out how to tie the major conflict of the series to the first one so I can publish 2 of them before jumping into number 3. I understand that completely. My overarching plot for the Hellscape Saga, it's like a lot of, I guess, kind of like political intrigue, but a lot of like spy stuff, and yeah, it's like this whole overarching revenge plot, and having to be able to move that along in the book, along with moving along the character arcs as well. Whew, it's a lot of work, but I'm loving it. So that trying to sort out my to-do list and start somewhere. I have a lot I want to do before my holidays starting next weekend. Pick the first thing that'll take you like 2-3 minutes to do, right? So you get that forward momentum. Positive momentum. Made coffee, lit a candle. Was my candle lit? Oh, yes, it is. And now my kid is awake. It's all good. It's all good. Lots of pieces to the puzzle. Always, always. One of my friends turned me onto the Spirits City timer on Steam. I love being able to lure little critters to join me. Kay uses that, and I love her little spiders. They're made up of yarn. I love them. I love them so much. Taylor got through 1.5 chapters. That's awesome. I'm dying here, you guys. I've lost my ring. I have been wearing this ring every day for 27 years. The only time I take it off generally is when I get in the shower. And when I get in the shower, I put it on this piece of my glasses so I don't lose it. And then day before yesterday, I had been hand washing some dishes and my hands were super dry. So I took it off and I put it on in my, in this little cup that I have here. And I put some lotion on my hands. And then I woke up yesterday morning and I didn't have it on. And it's not on my desk. And it's my fidget. Like I play with it a lot and I can't find it anywhere. Cannot find it anywhere. It's not in the bed. I tore the bed apart. I checked all over my desk. Cannot find it. But I have been wearing that ring for 27 years. I better not have lost it. Let me tell you right now. I'm going to have to go find myself another ring in the meantime. So I have something to fiddle with. Well, I asked him where it was and he didn't know. But see, Ziggy doesn't get on my desk. So I put it in, it's not really a little cup. I put it in this, and this has like an edge on it. So this has like a little edge on it. So I laid it on this, and then, I mean, I don't remember putting it back on, but it's not here. So instantly thought of Ziggy. Yeah, he doesn't get on my desk. Ziggy doesn't generally jump up onto things because he has a thing going on with his spine that the vet's not sure if it's um, a birth defect or an injury from the people that I basically took him from. So he doesn't generally jump up onto things. I don't know. This weekend, hopefully, I'll get time to completely tear the desk apart and see if I can find it. But I am disappointed and I feel naked. So, all right, gang, let's jump in and do another 25 minutes. I'll see you when that's done. Thanks for listening to me complain. I can't believe that we're like halfway done. But here we are. I got a couple more chapters read, kind of just plugging my way through it. It's going to take me most of today, I think, to get this done. Let's see. The thing I realized with recording audio in the morning is that I can't have my usual morning latte. Yeah. And I tell you, one thing I learned as someone who sang competitively, keep away from anything dairy when you're doing that any kind of voice work, because it coats your throat so much. And it's, yeah. Prepared myself a pomegranate as a snack. Obviously, I put the juice everywhere. Had to clean it. Oh no. I've never actually had a pomegranate. I've had pomegranate flavored things and I wasn't really a fan, but I've never actually had a pomegranate. Jacqueline got a little written and starting laundry. Yes, Dharma got chapter 7 recorded. I love this. Hey, Rita. As usual, waiting for the coffee to brew. I gotta go. It's empty. I gotta change the water though. Taylor is going fast. About a chapter and a half to switch the laundry. What is it about laundry? It's just like weekend laundry stuff. Where I live, it's actually better to do your laundry on the weekends because the power company charges less on the weekends per kilowatt hour. So we tend to do our laundry on the weekends, and it probably saves us, $10-15 a month, which is not a lot, but it adds up, right? And I do have to do laundry today, just not yet. I might go put laundry on during the next sprint when I get up to go get water. But things are going really quickly, really smoothly here. Really, really pleased. I'm hoping by Tuesday I will be able to start formatting. I'm going to really take my time with the formatting. I'm having a little bit of perfectionism going on here, because that whole thing of, that when you publish the book and then you pick it up and open it to a random page, you'll find a typo. And my first book I ever published, Amante, everything was fine. I uploaded it to Amazon. I purchased a paperback, and when I got it, there was like literally a blank page in the middle of the manuscript that I didn't see. So I'm feeling a little nervous about that kind of stuff, right? When you beta read, do you note grammatical typo stuff? It depends on what the person wants. I particularly, unless it's like glaring, don't necessarily want my beta readers to take their time to look at that, because that's my editor's job, right? But if it's absolutely glaring, and it's only taking you a second to make a quick note, if your author doesn't mind, I would definitely do it. But yeah, so speaking of which, for those who have joined since Sprint started, I am still looking for ARC readers as well as a street team. There is a link down in the description if you're interested in joining. I would love to have my sprinters be my ARC readers, as opposed to going into one of these Facebook groups with people I don't know who might just want a free book and not bother giving me an honest review. So yeah, if you're interested, I'd love to have you. I'm a very big fan of pomegranate. Even my products are pomegranate based. Like I said, they're very expensive here. Like a single pomegranate is like $4 or $5. So they're very expensive here. Our plan is to go to town today for laundry and groceries. I want my washer to be replaced. Oh my goodness. Yes. I don't blame you one bit on that. That would drive me nuts. We're very lucky that in this apartment building, everybody has their own washer and dryer in the unit. I used to have to be like coin operated, sharing my laundry with sharing my machines with people I don't know. It's a squick for me. It's an absolute squick. Inca's here. Hi, Inca. How you doing, love? All right, let's dive right back in. 25 minutes. I'll see you when it's done. All right. How was that? How was that? I am chugging away. I've got 3.5 chapters left to read. So I'm pretty happy with that. The Inca gives some good advice here about the whole beta thing. And I completely agree. I mean, for me, when I tell my betas that I don't necessarily want them picking out typos and stuff like that, it's more of a, I don't want to waste your time with that kind of thing. But, you know, if it's bugging you, I'm not going to come aboard you if you do. But I just, if for me, beta, like my betas do this for nothing and I'm not paying them for their time. And so I don't want to waste their time. You know what I mean? But I love what you said about that, right? Think about like leaving little emojis and stuff like that. Because it lets me know that I'm doing my job. You know, that you're getting what I'm trying to lay down there for you. Hey, Andy, how are you, my love? Nice to have you here. Taylor got 2 chapters left to do. Dharma got most of chapter 8 recorded. I love that. Yeah, so I'm halfway through chapter 19. I'm going to go to the end of chapter 22 and then I'm going to stop because I don't want to overload my brain, right? Yes, and thank you for the reminder, Jacqueline. I also started some laundry that sprint as well. And you wrote some words. Gotta love getting in the words. How's everybody? Has anybody started their Q4 planning yet? I know everybody's just rocking it today. Editor and me may point out some things because there are a couple, right? Yeah. And I get that. I absolutely get that. Because I mean, I can miss it. My editors can miss it. You know, but like I said, it's for me, it's more of a, I don't want to waste your time with the little things that other people are doing as well. Elizabeth, getting through a chapter that needs major revision, but have a path forward. Yes. You joined HB90. That's, oh, you're going to love it so much. It's amazing. It is the reason that I was able to publish 24 times or 22 times in 24 months while working a very demanding full-time job. I couldn't run my business without it. You're going to love it so much. Got some new book sprout reviews, so I read through those. Yes, got as far as opening my manuscript. You've got this, Inca. I know you do. Carla picked out sticky colors. That's half the fun. That's half the fun. I am looking forward to doing my HB90 planning. I invested in a bed tray that's tall so that when I sit, it comes up to like almost to here on me, but I can write like, you know, so it's like not down and I can lift my arms up and write. And it's so perfect for sitting on my bed, watching Criminal Minds and doing HB90. My Q4 planning starts tomorrow. And for the first time, one of my goals are no longer on the list. My proof copy, or rather paperback format for the last read through prior to officially being an author. Love it, love it, love it. So resistant to do the planning. When I took HB90, I was dealing with major health issues. So in my head, the two are emotionally connected. I understand this, Dharma. I'm going to pause Chad here for a minute because I think this is super important to talk about. I completely understand that. Most of you know I've been having major health issues for the last 2 years. And I will tell you right now that HB90 is the only reason I have gotten anything done. It is the reason why I am going to make that October 10th release date, with having been in the hospital and last month and have spent most of this up to now recovering from it, because I was able to I'm not doing everything on my HB90 because of that, but I was able to go into my plan and pick out the most important tasks to keep me on track for the number one thing I wanted to do, which was publish my book in October, right? And maybe that's where you need to start. Don't start with one goal, Dharma. Maybe it's the goal of getting your audiobooks done, you know, and starting with like the number one thing. Have you done this workbook? Lock in on your goals from Sarah's video. What was it, last week before? If you have not, I would definitely do it. It is very complimentary to HB90, and not just Dharma, but anybody else who has not done this workbook, I strongly suggest it. It is really complimentary to HB90. It made me rethink the way I do my HB90 goals. So watch Sarah's video, download the workbook, and give it a go, but take some time with it, okay? Dharma, if you feel like you need any help, please, please, please reach out to me, honey, okay? I am here for you. HB90 is amazing, right? I've been doing HB90 now for 5 years. I think I came in on like the third or fourth run, but it has been 5 years because I remember doing it sitting on the bed in my parents' house when my father was still alive. So it is the backbone of my business. If you have not tried HB90 and you've been thinking about it, please invest in it. Sarah does have, she does have payment plans, you know, if things are a little tight, or decide, okay, you're going to start 2026 by doing it and start saving up some money because it is worth every cent. Rita, you have got this. I am so proud of you. So proud of you. Yeah. And like I said, Dharma, yeah, if you need me, let me know. This is in, yes, it is in the resource library. And there's also a link, I believe, on there might be a link on the video itself. So any of you can reach out to me if you feel like you need help with your struggling with something like this. Please don't struggle in silence. I am here for you. All right, we're going to jump right into our last sprint, and I will see you guys when that's done. All right, my darlings. Thank you so much for being here. I lost track of time. I just hit the scene in my manuscript that made Inca want to throw up. I can't even read it now without thinking about poor Inca getting sick to her stomach. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I got a lot done. I am almost done my chapters read through for the day, just on the last one now. And don't forget, Saturday Scribers, we are starting at noon Eastern. And I did put a post in our Facebook group that, you know, asking if you guys maybe wanted to keep going on at this time on Saturdays. So let me know. And I will be back tomorrow at my regular time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Next Saturday, I probably will not be here, and there will be no Scroll and Scribe workshop because just waiting on a final phone call, but I believe that was the day we're having the burial for my father because we got hung up because COVID and all that sort of thing. So I will let you guys know in Heart Breathings for sure whether or not I will be here next Saturday, but I will definitely be here tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see most of you then, and enjoy the rest of your day. Love you to bed.